Hello guys, welcome to my new video. In this video I will talk about the DC villain Manchester Black. Manchester Black was the Union Jack-wearing leader of a team of superpowered antiheroes known as the Elite. Very little is known about the Englishman's background. What little that is known include insinuations that he was abused both physically and sexually by his parents while growing up. Manchester later says that he used to love heroes, but when he grew up he realized that the only way to truly stop the villains was to kill them. Manchester Black recurs in the 4th season of Supergirl, portrayed by the British actor David Ajala. Manchester Black in the Elite. Black and the Elite gained worldwide popularity for viciously killing their foes and thus preventing them coming back to cause more problems, and came into conflict with Superman, who opposed their wanton violence, leading to a showdown on Jupiter's moon Io that was videotaped for the Earth's media. Black used his powers to give Superman a stroke, and his teammates, Coldcast, Menagerie and the Hat, apparently were able to destroy Superman in a giant explosion. While the Elite were gloating, however, Superman used his speed to seemingly kill all the team members, except for Black. Superman then disabled the Englishman by using his X-ray vision to locate an unusual growth on Black's brain. He identified the growth as the source of Black's powers, and then carefully fired a thin burst of heat vision through Black's retinas and told Black that he had cut out the growth. He had actually given Black a micro-concussion that left him temporarily powerless. Faced with the apparent loss of his powers, Black actually wept, hypocritically appalled that Superman had seemingly adopted the lethal tactics he and the Elite had spent so much time advocating. Superman then revealed to the powerless Black that the rest of the Elite were only unconscious, he had not removed anything from Black's brain, and that murdering opponents makes a hero no better than his enemies. Furious, Black declared that by not killing him, Superman had guaranteed that as long as Black was alive, he would come after Superman again and again, but Superman calmly replied that he would not want it any other way, and that dreams like the ones he gave to Earth were what made life worth living. Manchester Black in Suicide Squad. A temporarily beaten Black was taken into custody, and his mental powers restored themselves over the next few months. During the events of Our Worlds at War, Black was hired by the American government and President Lex Luthor to lead a new Suicide Squad featuring chemo, plasmas, shrapnel and steel. The squad's mission was to release the monster Doomsday against the threat of the galactic conqueror Imperiex. However, Doomsday apparently killed the squad upon his release, with the exception of Black, who escaped after reprogramming Doomsday's mind so that Doomsday's hatred for Superman was redirected towards the Imperiex probes for a time. 2. Manchester Black's suicide. After the war, Black mentally controlling dozens of supervillains by revealing Superman's secret identity and sending them en masse after the Man of Steel. Superman manages to hold the villains back, and then finds Black in his apartment, apparently having killed Superman's wife Lois Lane. Black taunted Superman and goaded him into killing him, but Superman puts Lois' body first and gives her a proper burial. Despite fantasizing about killing Black, Superman resists temptation and tells Black that he will devote the rest of his life to keeping the villain behind bars, not in the morgue. Black was stunned at Superman's fortitude, and as his spirit wavers, his mental spell crumbles, and it is revealed that Lois is still alive. Black was trying to force Superman into a position where he would have to kill a man, but his plan failed despite all the lengths Black went to. Distraught at the revelation that he had become a villain himself, Black made the supervillains forget that Superman is really Clark Kent, and then used his telekinetic powers to take his own life. After Black's death, Manchester's sister Vera Black took over the Elite and re-established the team as Justice League Elite. For a time, Black's spirit manifested itself in her mind, thus nearly driving her to destroy London, but the other members of the Elite drove him out. This was Vera fighting against her inner demons that were created by past trauma, and not actually Manchester's spirit. In September 2011, the New 52 rebooted DC's continuity. In this new timeline, Manchester Black is a high-ranking Star Labs executive. He created Algorithm, an AI that commits acts of terrorism throughout New York City in order to lure the Teen Titans to Star Labs, where he stages an attack against himself in order to be saved by the Titans and gain their trust. He then proposes a partnership. Suspicious of Manchester Black's real intentions, Red Robin agrees to it, but sends Beast Boy to investigate him. Manchester Black makes his first appearance of the DC rebirth in Superman number 23. He appears to be restored to his original look and powers, though his hair is black rather than purple. Black takes Jonathan Kent, the young Superboy, hostage and depowers him, forcing him to watch images of his parents fighting off his creatures and suffering. The most shocking of these incidents occur when Lois Lane's right leg is cut off. Black is behind the illusory Hamilton County where the Kents live. He created it when he helped the elites escape from the Krugerians, with Deadman's Swamp being the center of most of the connected residents of the aliens who are disguised as citizens of Hamilton. Manchester's sister Vera is the leader of the Justice League elite. For a time, it appeared as though her mind had been taken over by the disembodied spirit of her brother, but it was later revealed to be a form of multiple personality disorder caused by her traumatic upbringing and aggravated by her contact with the near-infinite power of the Warlogig. Her instability nearly drove her to destroy London, but the other members of the elite helped her to recover. What are the powers and abilities on Manchester Black? Black was a powerfully skilled telekinetic and telepath who was capable of very precise uses of telekinesis. He was, for example, able to give Superman the equivalent of a stroke by telekinetically pinching the blood vessels in Superman's brain. He was also able to create very detailed illusions on a vast scale, erase memories, and could telepathically control thousands of minds at the same time. While controlling Bizarro and Silver Banshee, he was able to temporarily grant them enough sanity to enable them to communicate and to form plans. He was also able to switch Superman's and Bizarro's minds, putting them into each other's bodies. In Rebirth, Black has demonstrated enough power to neutralize the powers of John Kent, the son of Superman and Lois Lane, and restore them at will later. That's all for now. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon.